Internet, Keith here, and welcome to the Cars of Keith YouTube channel. And this video is all about microfibers. Never really done a video on microfibers before. I've featured certain ones in certain videos and showed what I use in other videos. But I basically just completely revamped my entire lineup of microfibers because all the old ones I've built up over the years have just been gotten worn out too much. They've now been converted to cleaning rags for the house where I'm using like bleach and other chemicals. And then they get tossed out. And sometimes what you think is worn out is different based off of how much you paid for it. An expensive microfiber, you're going to try to get as much as you can out of it. Now, not only am I going to show you each microfiber I use and what I use it for, over there is our washing machine. I'm also going to show you how I maintain them and what detergent I use as well. So when it comes to microfibers throughout the video and when people talk about them, you're going to hear three different things. You're going to hear GSM. Well, that's grams per square inch. That's basically the weight of the fabric for its size. So if you have 300 GSM and a 16 by 16 cloth, and then you have a 400 GSM with the same size, the 400 GSM is going to weigh more. Now, GSM doesn't necessarily completely relate to how absorbent it is. Obviously, the higher the GSM, the thicker it is, but a lot of times the blend, which is the second thing, has a lot to do with absorbency as well. You have your 80-20 and your 70-30. Those are your most common blends, and that's polyester and polyamide. Polyamide, you may hear the word nylon. Well, that's the DuPont brand name for polyamide, and then you have your polyester mix. Now with those blends, that 80-20 blend, which is more polyester and less polyamide, is going to be better for cleaning because it's going to be slightly not as soft. Then you have your 70-30, which is slightly more polyamide. It tends to be a little bit softer and more water absorbent. Now, when it comes to country origin, you have China and Korea. Now, most people will talk about microfiber, talk about Korean microfiber. China has microfiber as well. A lot of the rag company line is from China. The country of origin, people believe that the Korean is much better. It probably is. It's definitely the more expensive of the two. And actually, a fourth thing is your weave. You have your waffle weave, your terry weave, your pearl weave, your diamond weave, your twist lock. There's so many different types of weaves, and each one of them has a great purpose. Now, obviously, I have a link below for anything in this video, and also on my site, Cars with Keith, there's a microfiber section. And also, the giveaway is over for the 10,000 subscriber giveaway. I have gotten the winner. I have emailed them. So I'm waiting for confirmation from the email to make sure that they want the prize. But the winner will be announced in the next video. So first thing, let's go over the Eagle Edgeless 500, which is something that I've been using for years. I'm kind of retiring it, but I still have some, and I still have some uses for it. Recently, I bought it in a 16 by 24, which is all I have in size now. And I actually think I should have gotten 16 by 16 because for the purpose I was going to use this for is like traveling, rinseless wash. Much easier to fit in your hand if you want to keep to the same amount of size you have, but the problem is with how long it is, it gets really soft and it just wants to move around a lot. So when I move around the car, it wants to bunch up. So these are what's called a circular knit weave. They're 70-30. It is South Korean microfiber. They come in 4 packs. They're usually always on sale, rag company on Amazon, for about $21. MSRP is like 25, 26 bucks, but it's never for that price. What I'm using might not be what you want. The size that I like might not be what you like. I'm just kind of giving you my suggestions and one of my experiences that I've had with these products. It's been a pretty requested thing to kind of go over this. But like I said, it's personal preference on almost all this. So let's go into the next towel. So let's stay with the soft plush towels. This is the DIY Detail Edgeless Buffer. Now, I will have to say I've never bought this individually. They're like $8.99 a piece. These are pretty expensive. You're going to keep care of these. This is a really high quality microfiber. Came with a couple of Black Friday deals that they had, and then also the gold standard polished kit. This comes as the buffer. So what I mainly use this for is that secondary buff. If I'm doing a ceramic coating, I'm going to use a lower pile towel to do that initial leveling of the coating. But then you go back over with a much softer buffering towel on the polished steps as well. I remove that first step with some kind of dampened microfiber, and then I'll go back over with that final buff with this towel right here. So this is a 470 GSM towel. It is 16 by 16 and it is South Korean. They do not say on their site if it's a 70-30 or an 80-20, but I'm more than willing to bet this is a 70-30 blend. This is the Pearl Applicator Sponge from Rag Company. This is really good for putting ceramic coatings, waxes. People use this for tire shine, all kinds of different applications. It has the sponge underneath. It gives you that nice form on your hand, and then you have the edges to get into areas that you really couldn't with your hand. You have that long edge. It's really good and it's not expensive. They come in like 6 packs and they're usually like $13. MSRP is like $17 on Amazon. They're 80/20 from China. They're 320 GSM. It's overall good. It comes from China. I really don't care. So this is the Creature Edgeless. Now this is a really good dual purpose towel. So you have your thicker weave on the outside that's just really nice and plush, but then on the opposite side you have your really low pile towel. So if you really wanted an all-in-one towel, you could level a coating with one side and then you could flip it and then you could buff the excess on that second buff with this towel. You could clean 2 different parts of the interior. These come in 10 packs for about $26 for like $2.50, $2.60 a piece on Amazon. The MSRP is $35, but they're usually never, ever at that price. Like I said, it's 420, it's 70/30 blend, but it is from China as a terry weave. You're going to notice that the ones that are in that $2 to $3, even up to $4 a piece range are all going to be China. You're not going to find too many Korean microfibers in that price range. This is a pretty good towel right here. This is a DIY detail interior towel. It's a 16 by 16, it's 300 GSM. I don't know the blend. I'm thinking 70/30. It could be 80/20 because it looks to be a pearl weave on the low pile side and on this front side. So it might be an 80/20. And I'm not sure if it's China or if it's Korea, but it's a really, really good towel. And the biggest thing about this towel, especially for the interior, is on this side you have these stripes. Now one part of the stripe is the normal low pile that's on the back. But those other parts feels like it feels like the soft side of Velcro, like looped nylon. So it has a scrubbing ability. So this is definitely something you would only use on your interior, on your less delicate surfaces, your dash, your leather seats, even your floor, just to scrub things out. And like I said, you have your low pile on the back side that you can wipe down and for your more delicate areas. Now the one thing about this towel, it's $5 a piece. I would buy these in huge packs if they were cheaper to clean the house, but they're just a little bit too expensive for that. So I wait for these to get worn out. Just started getting them from them. I really think they're worth the money. You just have to keep good care of them. That little piece right there, that stripe, I've not seen that anywhere else. Now the Edgeless 300 by Rag Company. This is just a great overall all-purpose towel. It's 300 GSM. It's that terry weave. Comes in 10 packs for like 17 bucks, so like $1.70 a piece. All up to like 21 bucks for their MSRP. But like I said, it's never at that 16 by 16. It is a 70/30 blend, but it is China. When I'm traveling, I use this to just finish off my wheels at a car show, or my final wipe downs at a car show with a quick detailer or ceramic gloss or something like that. I switched to the 300s. I was using the 365s before. Same purpose. They were just slightly heavier. These are slightly lighter. I find these are much easier, especially around the house when these get worn out. And I'm kind of running low, but these are cheap enough that I could buy a 10 pack just for cleaning around the house. Next in line is the standard waffle weave from Rag Company. It's 16 by 16. It does have an edge. It's called overlocked stitch. It's Chinese, 80/20. It's 370 GSM. They come in 3 packs for like 10 bucks, so like $3 each. But this is what I use for my windows. These are really good for windows. That waffle pattern works really good at cutting down the grime that you get on your inside of your windshield. It's a tighter waffle weave than, say, a drying towel. It just cleans really well. There are some really good diamond stitched cleaning towels out there, but I find most of them are too thin. I like a little bit thicker microfiber to hold on to. So next is kind of a specialty microfiber that I only use for one specific application. It's magnetic. So we can slap this right here to the front of our cart, to the side of your car. Now if you have a car that's fiberglass, Corvette, or a carbon fiber car, what I use this for is the side mirrors. I'll put this on the side of the car if it's metal. If it's not metal, you can wrap it around your side view mirror and click the magnets together, and that will catch the water that's dripping out of your side view mirror. Also other areas, rear windows where the trim backs around, likes to collect on top and come down. You can put this there, it will help absorb that water. It's 1100 GSM. It's a very heavy towel. It's really good for drying as well, but with those two magnets, I feel like it clicks and wants to touch. You really can't use it for that. 16 by 16, and they come in 2 packs. Now that 2-pack is $20. So I think $10 a piece. This is actually really worth it. This is really good quality. Their website does not state whether it's Korean or Chinese. But based off everything they do, I'm pretty sure that this is Korean, and it's a 70-30. It's just really soft. But that magnet right there, that's awesome. And well worth grabbing, just a 2-pack to use for both side view mirrors. Next, we have the Dry Me a River. Now this comes in many different sizes, but like I mentioned earlier, personally to me, I like a smaller drying towel. I would rather have 3 16 by 24s than one massive 5 by 4 or 6 by 4. Some of these come in really big sizes. These come in 3 packs for I think like 20 bucks, and then I think like $30 or $29 is the MSRP on this. But this is a 70-30. It is South Korean. It is a big block waffle weave. The outside is black suede. It's called butter soft suede. It's very soft. It does have an edge though. But for drying, I think it does its purpose. I don't think it's abrasive at all on the corner edge. And I really like these waffle weaves for drying. I just think they work great. Now on to what's become my favorite microfiber towel. This is the DIY Detail Twist Lock. It's about 20 bucks. They come in 3 packs. This is really high quality. It's 1060 GSM for this size. That's a lot of weight. That means a lot of water absorbency. I use it to hold in liquid. So when I do my rinseless washes and when I do my car washes, this is what I use. I use the 1 bucket method. I take a bucket of either rinseless wash while I'm traveling or Incredible Suds while I'm at home, and I soak these in it for a little bit before I do my car wash, and they are full of soapy water. What you'll find about a lot of stuff when you're washing, by the time you get to the bottom of the panel that you're using that sponge or that microfiber on, you've lost most of the liquid in it. This absorbs so much, I still have plenty of liquid and plenty of soap in it when I get to that bottom of the panel. It does have a border, but it's the same material as the inside. It just wraps around and is sewn in here, so it's not an abrasive edge. It creates more weight, so when I have it folded this way, my hand fits in there perfect. And this is so heavy, it doesn't like to move on me, especially when it's wet. And these edges really help when I'm wiping to get things clean without putting any pressure on the car. Last but not least is the G-Technic Diamond Sandwich. This thing is amazing. It's 500 GSM. It's 20 by 30 is what this one is. I think they've redesigned it to be more square since I've had this for a couple of years now. It's 70-30. I don't know if it's Korean or if it's Chinese, but knowing G-Technic, it's more than likely South Korean. But man, this has gone through so many washes and it's still really good. I take this traveling with me, and actually what I do most of the time, if I bring a blower with me, when somebody else at the car show didn't bring a drying towel, and we parked the cars the night before and they need to wipe off the dew in the morning, I'll let somebody borrow this and I'll come back like, man, that thing absorbed so much water. The border does have a border, but it is very small. Just the diamond weave or the diamond sandwich that this is, it's kind of like basically a reverse of a diamond glass towel where the diamond pattern is up. This is kind of where the diamond pattern is actually sunken in and the rest is out there, and it just absorbs so amazing. It works really, really well. Now let's move on to how we maintain our microfibers, but don't forget the discount codes. Cars with Key will save you 10% at DIYdetail.com, and a G-Technic Heidi 10 will save you 10% as well. P&S Rags to Riches. I don't quite remember what I paid for it, but it's well worth the money. I've done so many washes and I still have this much of this bottle left. I put about 2 ounces in there. I always run at max load, max rinse, max spin, and it just works great. Now you don't have to use Rags to Riches, but if you do use any other laundry detergent, it needs to at least be perfume and dye free. So any of your gentle formulas or hypoallergenic formulas, when you're doing your wash cycle, definitely don't go more than warm. If you get it too hot, you can ruin the microfiber. When you're drying, tumble dry low and do not use any fabric sheet. You're gonna hurt the performance because if you're buffing off a coating, you're buffing off a wax or whatever with one of these, and it has dyes and perfumes and all kinds of fabric softener in it, you're now no longer going to be able to buff with this. It's going to leave streaks. You just want to be safe and use those gentle formulas. So put my microfibers in here. These I still have soap in them, and I'm just going to run this on the basically a full cycle without any soap. Then I'll get these all rinsed out, and then I'll do my inspection, and then I'll do my wash cycle with the detergent. I close my top, I put it on, and I have it on heavy, but I change it to soak. I actually do the full load 3, like full load. I wash for 20 minutes. I rinse 3 times, and then I do max spin. I do max everything. Now, this is like an apartment condo washing machine that you can plug into a normal socket, and then you can just run the water from the faucet in your sink or wherever you're going to get your water from, and it just works perfect. So let's hit the play and let her run. Now, not everybody has a washing machine in the garage. If you're sharing with the rest of the house, make sure your microfibers, they stay separate. Don't mix them with anything else. Soap-soaked rag or microfiber that I would have to rinse out with water anyway, I just let the machine do the work for me. When I'm done, then I'll do my inspection. So this has a filter in it that's going to catch a lot of that stuff, which is another reason I do the rinse first. Now, if I was just doing a wipe down or something like that, I would just go straight to the wash, inspect my towel. I use my 2 ounces of regular riches, and I do the exact same setup again. Now, when it's time to dry, I use one of these because the spin cycle on that works so well. This cheap thing, I think we got it from Walmart or something. If I can find a link on Amazon, I'll put it down there. The washing machine as well, but it's currently unavailable, and it just happens with every really good thing that I've picked up so far. It's always unavailable. My wash carts, all that stuff. So here's our cabinet, and this is all the microfibers you use. These aren't really microfibers, but I use these to install ceramic coatings as well from DIY Detail. But I don't have a ton. I don't have this massively stacked. I reuse them. I rewash them. Why would I need so many? But if I do need them, I'll buy another 10-pack, another 3-pack, and then I'll rotate them out. But I've revamped everything. Everything is pretty much brand new, and we're on our first or second round of washes. I hope you liked that walkthrough of my collection of microfibers. Hopefully the details will help you make an informed decision on your behalf. There's lots of other ones out there. I haven't even gotten to them yet. So let me know in the comments below, what microfibers do you use? How do you maintain yours? Is there something that I said different? Do you care about Chinese versus Korean? Don't forget to check out Cars with Kiev microfiber section. Also the giveaway section will have things down the line as well. Giveaway winner will be announced in a future video. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the links below, and I'll see you in the next video. Different types. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna polyester and polyamide. Is it polymade? I wrote it there. Polyamide and cleaning. Now these weeds have all types of different. Now these weeds have all types of. Oh my goodness. Now not only I'm gonna. Oh my gosh. Now not only am I gonna show you the detail. Oh my gosh. Extremely low pile tile. Pile tile. Cars with Kiev will be get you. Now, I may make it sound like I know all this stuff by heart, but I was reading off this board the whole time. Maybe my eyes were wandering over here. You probably can't read the writing, but I at least try to do my research and make sure that I'm not saying something dumb.